This video gives an overview of what a system outline is. It's the first step in designing your actual system. So if you go into the course folder, the course items, you'll see a link to Alumni Systems tagged at Delicious. Delicious is a web tagging service that allows me to tag what prior students have done with their systems created on the web and then show those tags to you in one easy space. And as you look through here, there are, 60, 70, 80 alumni systems from people who've formerly taken this class that you can look at in as much detail as you want to. They illustrate that there are two decisions that are facing you with the system outline task. The first is the actual technological system that you want to use to create your system. So just looking at some of these first ones, there's one created on a blog, there's one created at Wix, there are a couple created at Weebly, there's one created on Google Sites. You have lots of options as to the system that you're going to create your site in, but that's a decision you need to make now because you'll want to decide and begin building it out. The second decision that you'll want to make is how you're going to organize your site. So let's look at a first example. This is Terry Harbison and how he created a Glog using Glogster, and there is his outline. So there's the second decision. What is the outline of your project going to be? Now, you may be looking at that and thinking, that's not an outline, those are tabs. Same thing. I use the outline metaphor for you to think more in the big buckets of organizing your system, your classroom system. If you want to think of them as the tabs in your outline, feel free to, but look at Terry's major organization of the system. 5 things, 5 big areas. When students or parents click in, they see the major organization of his system. Remember, he created his own Glogs. So what will be the major divisions of your system? It's time to decide that. Here's another example. Amy Cristofani created a blog-based system using WordPress, and across the top you can see how she organized the major divisions, how she outlined her system. What are the tabs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different big buckets that kids can click into so that they can look around to see how her system is organized. Amy's also illustrates the second portion of the outline that you have to do, and that is for one of the pages you need to have subdivisions. So on her organization page you can see she has 2 subdivisions, late assignments and routines. So you look at her major page and you can click, and that will take you over to the late assignments portion and the routine portion. Now, one thing, you don't have to have any text in the system outline. So even though you may have already learned about grading, right now all you need is a grading tab. And you don't have to have any of this stuff, the content that Amy and the others have. All you need right now is the outline. That's why I use the term outline, is to emphasize to you that you don't have to have any content yet. One last example. Matt Partridge is a history teacher, and here is his outline. 4 main divisions, then also a resources page and a contact page. As I said before, on the home page or on the expectations page, he's got all of this nice content, including historical imagery and illusions. You don't have to have any of that yet. Yours could simply say expectations with no content, and that would be fine. And then, but remember, with 2 of your pages, you need to have the actual subdivisions. So here's his organization page, and then clicks over, and there would be, as a subdivision of that page, there's grading. Remember again, no content, rules and consequences, and small groups. Hope that all makes sense. Keep in mind that you can build your system in any system you want to, but you need to go ahead and hone in on that system now, and you need to have the outline in place when you submit it, but no content. Take a look at the text that accompanies this video for additional requirements for the assignment.